Okay, this video is not going to be nearly, so awkward to start because I'm very, very excited about the topic that we were talking about today. Not that I ever make a video where I'm not excited to make it, but this has been a big thing that has been building for quite a little while, and I'm very excited. But before we begin, as I said in the last video where I was actually sitting down in front of the camera, every video that I do like this, where I am sitting in front of my television, talking to you guys personally, I will mention another great LGBTQ+, run and centered Instagram account. And today, last time I did Equal Colors, which is the one I'm on, which if any of you have gone to that channel, which I put the a link to down in the description, or rather I put the handle for it down in the description. If any of you went there, that is so fantastic. I actually just made a post last night regarding the Orlando shooting, which 2 years ago, yesterday, I highly considered actually making that the topic of this video today, but one, I missed the day. I had the day off yesterday, but I was just not feeling good enough to film, so I missed the day, and I really didn't want to make it seem like, oh my gosh, I forgot I need to put this out, but also the fact of I have very exciting news, and I don't want to, break down on camera and then try and go and talk about this really exciting news I have for everyone. Okay, cool. Sorry, a little notification just popped up on my phone. I'm like, who is that? Oh, okay. But yeah, so this Instagram account is Gaze of the Galaxy, which I cannot believe by the time that they made this account, the name was not taken. They must have been the first Instagram account ever, because it's a fantastic name. I really like it. And actually, if you see, I really like it. I don't personally know any of the people on this account. I'm not on this account. But from what I have talked to them on Instagram and stuff like that, they all seem like really awesome people, and I highly suggest you go check it out. But today is actually not going to be a day in which, like last time, I left the Instagram account up on the screen because I'm going to show you a few things. I figured, if you read the title, or if you watched the last video that I did on screen to the very end, you would have, probably seen me mention something about Redbubble, which I did not. I don't think I actually put the link in the last video's description, which I feel really bad about. But I was really just trying to get it out before it was too late at night, because I had to work the next morning. In fact, I have to work tomorrow morning. I was supposed to work today. They called me off. I was supposed to, but I do have to work tomorrow morning most likely. So, fingers crossed on this one getting, actually put out today. Which it probably will. I can edit these together and put them up pretty quickly. But that's besides the point. Yeah, this amazing Instagram account. But without any further delay, let's get into what we are actually talking about, which is Redbubble. So for those of you who don't know, Redbubble is, okay. I'm sorry. I was talking really quickly there for a moment. I gotta slow down and breathe. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna open this window. It's a little hot in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's kind of hot outside and there's no breeze. But life. Okay. Anyway, so, for those of you who don't... Hold on, let me pull up the... Why did I turn my mouse off? I knew I was going to need it. Let me close all these tabs. There we go. Okay. So, that's not the page I want. I mean, that's the page I put. I'm sorry. Okay, I got a little off topic. This will pull up behind me while I start explaining. So, Redbubble is, there we go. Redbubble is a website in which you can make any sort of digital art that you might really, any sort of really cool digital art, whether it be like an illustration, or it might be like, whether it's a drawing, or it's some form of like word art, or it's a picture you took, anything like that, and you can put it on all sorts of wonderful, cool things. Let me find a design I really like. I really like all of these ones on here. It very much starts to suit to what you like. Okay, let's say this little adorable, yeah, let's go with this little adorable fox. Okay, this is a really adorable little fox. I'm actually gonna give it a little heart. That's how they know that you like things, because it's, yeah. So you can get this little design here on, go pull up how quick this is, again, how quickly it'll pull up. Okay, so on this like image here, you can see that it's on a pillow. You can get it, the smallest size that they have for this pillow is 16 by 16 inches. They're all squares, this type. And the biggest you can do is up to 36, which will look like that. That's massive. That's the kind you'd use for like an awesome dog bed. Or a person bed, honestly, if it's like, you know. Let's see. But what other things can you get it on? Well, I don't, get out of here. Wow, I picked a really nice design. That was very much a home decor only type thing. That's awesome. But yeah, you can put it on all sorts of designs. I'm not going to pull another one out. That took a little too much time. You can put it on all sorts of things like t-shirts, hoodies, phone cases, pillows, blankets, clocks, coffee mugs, both like this one where, you know, it'd be the type that would stay at home, or a travel mug, which I think is really cool. Notebooks, both spiral bound, soft cover, and hardcover journals, and those both you can put a variety of types of pages in. I know at least for the hardcover journals, you can do blank paper, ruled paper, or graph paper. Unfortunately, no news yet on whether or not they're going to get staff paper sheets in there. I really would love that. Like, okay. Yeah. But yeah, that'd be really awesome if they could put like staff paper in there. But I digress. I already have a staff paper notebook that is plenty big for right now. It'd just be nice to have a smaller one, easier to take around. I'm getting off point. Okay, but yeah, so how it works, so that's how it works is, yeah, you can submit artwork and it'll get put on any of these things. To a certain extent, you set the price. They have their minimum of, this is the minimum price. This is a combination of manufacturing price and the cut that we take, and then you can add on to it a certain percentage. That's how they do it, is in percentages. The usual one is 20%, and that is the amount of profit that the creator of the artwork gets. So, you know, let's say I buy a notebook. Let's say I make a notebook. The spiral bounds, to my knowledge, the default is $10. Then if you add, okay, I want 20% profit, that'll bump the price up to $12, not counting, like, tax or shipping and handling that might be involved. But it'll bump it up to $12, and then the creator will get $2, and Redbubble will get the other part of the money. Which, while it might seem like that's a really big difference, it's really good for the quality of content that you can get. And how do I know the quality of content that you get from it? Oh, just because I bought 2 notebooks. I bought a D&D themed notebook. It's really cool. And then, I'm gonna put this back up here. I not only bought, but designed this notebook, which is Edgar Allan Poe themed. You might not be able to tell from here. It's based off of not a saying, but like a quote from a podcast that I listened to. I just whipped this up really quickly. It's a really simple design, but I am very proud of it, and I cannot wait to fill this up with whatever dark, depressing things that might be inspired to me in the sense of Edgar Allan Poe. So yeah, I did that design is public on a few things. I don't have a list. I don't remember exactly what it is public on. So yeah, now that I've kind of explained. Oh, and by the way, I want to say this right now. Redbubble's not paying me at all to say this. I just think that this is a really cool service that they provide for people. I think it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. Like I said, very high quality designs. I've heard I've not heard a single bad thing about them. And they've been around for quite a little while, so, you know, they've stood to a certain extent the test of time. Hold on. So, but yeah, now that I've described to you how it works, I'm going to show you through what it would be like making a design. And the design I'm going to pick is this design, which, yes, this is, if I ever have anything that is strictly, like, word-based, a certain, like, it's a Word type thing, I probably made it in Word or Google Docs. In this instance, it was actually better to do it on Word so that I could copy-paste in the rainbow words, which are fantastic. I'm putting this, all of this stuff will be live before the video even goes up, in a multitude of different rainbow colors. We'll get to this actual design, like, we'll get to more talking about this design, later. Okay, but yeah, so, how would you go about, like, you know, how would you go about putting in a design? Let's see, yeah, can you see it? Okay, you'll go down over to here, or sometimes, depending on where you are on the site, it'll be a little icon over here, but off the home page, you'll click on your profile picture, which I currently have none. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And you'll hit Add New Work. You'll hit Upload to All Products. I'm going to take this version here for reasons that we'll see in a moment. It'll upload the image. Upload complete. And then look, you see that there. And then you look down here and, oh, all of the designs are tiny. Now, this is something you can take care of really easily. I just wanted to show it to you so that you would not be running into this blind. What you'll need to do is you'll need to enlarge the photo. The website I use to enlarge photos is literally called photoenlarger.com. You take it into something like that, blow it up to the max that it will go to, and like that, at least that's what I do, and then you can put it in. That's why there's a regular one and a .v one, because that's how they label it, because I took version 1 of the enlargement. Yeah. So now you look, and look, it actually looks a little better compared to everything else on here. We can go in and edit their standard print. Let's say I want to make it bigger or smaller. See, now you can't see it. You'd just be buying an expensive white t-shirt. Like a Kanye style expensive white t-shirt. Like, let's say I want to center this. That way I can make it as big as possible. Because I want this to be as big as possible. Okay? This is in, you can go down here and take, like, well, yeah, what would it look like oh, well, that's unfortunate. This is definitely something. Okay, this doesn't have a white option, which is weird. Really weird. But that's not what we're going to talk about right now. That's just something that they'll have to figure out on their own. There's a reason that this is going to have a label on it of gay book characters, white. Sorry, I got a little off topic. So yeah, just go on here, and then if you want to decide the prices, this is where you take care of all of that. All of this stuff is currently marked to 20%. Now let's go through. You can get it on, what they consider their large print clothing, which, I could go in here and look at all of this stuff. Yeah, I actually typically don't use their large print clothing because of how they have it set up. You don't get to choose the colors nearly as well, so that's why I typically don't use this. I'm sorry if I'm facing away from the camera. That's why I typically don't use large print clothing. I'm actually going to disable it now. I usually use standard print. I'll do contrast tanks. I'm not going to go through and edit all of these right now. You can get it on all this different stuff. You can get it on stickers. Here's the phone cases. You can get it on, dresses, phone wallets, printers, cards, and posters. You can literally get a blanket of it. Like, you can get a queen-size blanket for it, which is kind of stupid. There's the design on the coffee mugs. I will definitely be fixing that. Leggings. Would you ever want my designs on... mini skirts, scarves, tablet cases, drawstring bags. Here are the spiral notebooks I was talking about before that I absolutely love. Artboards and acrylic blocks. I've never seen any of those personally myself, but I think those might be something cool if that's if you like know what that is and you might be interested in it. And then all I would do down here, oh, that's the duck. That is that's German. I don't know German. Okay, so what you do is you just put in a title, like this one is Gay Book Characters. I'm going to put white on it because it's the one with the white background, and there might be some people who are like, oh, okay, you know, if you like the idea of a t-shirt of one color and then there's a design of that has a different colored background on it, and that's something that appeals to you, by all means buy this, but I will have it in other colors. Rainbow colors. If you hadn't guessed, it will probably be rainbow colors. If not rainbow colors, then I'm at least gonna have it put out in white, black, and blue. Because those are cool colors that I like, okay? Sue me. So yeah, gay book characters - white. Put in your tags, you know, gay. Book characters Love Simon. If you hadn't guessed where I got the inspiration for this film, it was from Love Simon and Carry On. I probably talked about actually making this a design. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, so that, you know, put in a brief description. Decide what it is. This is digital art, I guess. And design and illustration, I guess. Right now I'm going to put it on private. So I can go back and fix everything before all of you heathens go and try and buy it when it's crap. I'm kidding. I love y'all so much. Y'all are cool. And then save. And that puts it up. Normally that would put it up for, it would say publish, not save, but since it's a private work, it puts it up as a save. Now it's gotta process. It's taking forever. Okay. How long has this been? Oh, that's not actually been that long. And then it'll load up a page of, of it on, you know, you can look at it and it's like, oh yeah, this is what it looks like, what it looks like on actual designs. Like I said, definitely gonna go through and fix some things. So, now that we have the design put up though, what was that thing I was going to talk about earlier when I mentioned prices? Oh yeah, how much are these going to be? So, like I said, the default is 20%, which I think is really fair because it doesn't raise the price too terribly much. All the things on here are really cheap, like, this you can't really get a good count on because you as the creator pay the flat price of anything that you buy off your own store. Because then the profit would just be coming back to you. But this, okay, but actually I can, so I got these two separate, I got these two at the same time. Okay, yeah, I got these two at the same time. This one was $10, and it was my design. This one was $12, because it was someone else's design, and they had it set to $20. It's not that much, and actually, since I bought them at the same time, I got them discounted a certain amount. They have a thing where if you bundle, you can, get discounts, which I think is, you know, really cool and really smart, because of economy of scale and all those nutty things that I know about. But yeah, so for the entirety of Pride Month, all of every work in this vein where it is, you know, the gay book characters, anything else I do that is LGBTQ+ related, all of that will be set at a 10% profit for me instead of a 20% because I can't set it to 0 because I need to eat, and I also need to buy a bunch of the cool stuff that I design because it's really cool. I'm really happy, especially with like how this design worked out. This is a design I've wanted to do since sorry. I'm so sorry. This is a design that I've wanted to do ever since I reviewed Carry On, especially after I also then reviewed Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, both of which, have main characters who are gay, named Simon, or at least bi for one of them, but shh. And you both have these two LGBT, main characters named Simon, so of course this design, this concept, would come to mind. Maybe it's actually something someone else has already made. If it is, buy mine anyways. You know why? Because I need the money to buy my own stuff. I sound really desperate. I'm not actually this desperate. But like I said, I'm really proud of how this design turned out. So any of the LGBTQ plus designs that I release, for the entirety of June, will only be at a 10% profit, and then after June, they will go back up to the 20% profit. But like I said, there's lots of bundle, if you, buy a certain amount of notebook, I think it's if you buy two notebooks, I believe you save 20% off. If you buy two notebooks, you can get 20% off both of them. If you buy, 10 stickers, I think they're 50% off, which those stickers aren't actually that super expensive for the quality that they are, because I also got, when they ship it out, they shipped out a sticker with it of, their logo with a special piece of art on it or something like that, which is really cool. Can't show it to you because it's on my mini fridge, and that thing's kind of heavy. Especially since it's got my glass picture in it right now, and I don't want that to break. But, if their stickers are any quality like that, they are fantastic quality stickers as well. And you can find, merch for you can find all sorts of designs for just about any interest. I've found ones for podcasts that I listen to, not including the one that I made, D&D related ones, YouTuber related ones. I searched Hello Internet because that's a podcast that I listen to. It's named Hello Internet. It's done with CGP Grey and Brady Heron, who runs Number File, Periodic Videos, 60 Symbols, Periodic 60 Symbols. Crap, what's the last? He runs a lot of YouTube. Brady Heron runs a lot of YouTube channels. Really cool people. Go give them all sorts of love, I guess, if you're into educational YouTube, which I definitely am into that edutainment style. But I searched Hello Internet because that's the name of the podcast, and while I did find some things for Hello Internet, I also found a lot of Dan and Phil related things. So, you can find all sorts of stuff on here. Heck, I found things for Psych, like the TV show Psych, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. These shows they both went off the air at about the same time, and yet there's still much being made and sold for them. I just think it's really cool. Please go check out Redbubble, check out all of my designs. Of course, I have to say, please go check out all of my designs. But also go check out all the amazing other artists out here. I really like Redbubble, the concept of it, because it follows one of my main mantras on this channel, which is, I haven't fully ironed out like a mantra for this channel, but it's basically spread around the beautiful creativity of, basically spread creativity. I love spreading creativity. I love spreading it for, my own creativity, which is why I have this channel. I love spreading my friends' creativity, which is why I'll, link out to them, linking out to Instagram accounts that do all sorts of cool things, link out to the share the inspiration and the creativity and the curiosity for the world, because that's really, really, really cool, and that's basically what Redbubble helps do, is they help spread the idea of creativity, while also paying the artist, which, not all places do. Some places will be like, oh yeah, we'll, they'll pay them, but it will be kind of more shady. I'm sorry, I'm not going to name any names because I don't even know exact names, but I've heard horror stories, before about places that are a lot more shady than Redbubble when it comes to selling things, because trust me, I looked into a lot of avenues. I even looked to see if there's like a submit button on Don't Forget to Be Awesome, which the Vlogbrothers run, and all sorts of cool YouTuber stuff is on. It's not. That's unfortunate, but I don't care. Redbubble is definitely top of my list, though. And every once in a while, if I find a really cool design on here, I might even just, like, link to it down below. Like this design. This specific, not like the white design, because that's the one that I made first, so that's the one I did the video on. So yeah, I've been rambling on for this for 25 minutes and 34 seconds at this point, so without any further ado, I'm just going to get off of here for right now, and I will see all of you fantastic, amazing, beautiful people next time. Bye. That was the gayest piece of shit I've ever done.